What is the I Ching? That's a really big question. What is the I Ching? The I Ching originates from Taoism. It's something I understand through Taoist philosophy. But the word itself, the I Ching, it actually stands for change scripture, which basically means it's the fundamental law of our universe is change. Everything is moving, everything is changing. And the essence of the I Ching is it's a path to return to balance, harmony, and unity. And each of us has our own unique path and our own unique makeup of energy. The I Ching helps us to understand these energy centers and where we lie and where we can cultivate our energy in order to become more balanced and whole, and so that we're harmonious in the world and we can do our life's work and fulfill the reason why we're here. So I guess it was 2019, we had a Taoist master come in and teach a group of 18 of us how to do Taoist readings. This was actually the very first event ever put on by Foundations, and it was actually the most powerful thing I've ever been a part of in my life. It literally changed my entire worldview, my understanding of reality, my understanding of time. One of the things that's insane about these readings is it really transcends time. It's basically it's decoding through the numerological matrix the core energy centers through frequency that define the way we show up in the world. It's really hard to explain it, so I'm not going to try too hard to try and explain it here, but we had his name's Master Chen. There's a link on this page where you can learn more about him, but he runs the Tao House in the United States in Colorado, and he came in and he really just taught us about Taoism and the whole essence of what it is and how our universe works and how reincarnation works and why we're here as individuals and the purpose. And it really was quite profound. But we've all seen the yin and yang symbol, but our universe is made up of positive or negative energy, which is how we define it from a dualistic language point of view. And these energies are moving through themselves and transmuting, and we have this makeup as individuals. So on the page here, you can actually you can read up the very basics of each of the bagua. So you'll notice it, I guess, if you're ever looking up Taoism or the I Ching in general, you'll always notice that there's the Taoist symbol, there's the yin and yang symbol, then around it are the 8 baguas, which are the energy centers that we can use for the numerology. One of the most important questions I asked Master Chen is, and this was really quite shocking when I asked him, based on the way he replied and the truth of feeling the truth in him. But I asked him, why does it matter? Why does it matter? How can you read my entire life from a birth date? Because that's really the only thing I need to do a Taoist reading. And to be honest, I don't know why it works in entirety, but it does. And the birth date, how is that possible that can define a whole life? It's just a concept. It doesn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me. And he said that the reason why our birth date dictates our life when we come into existence in this manifested form is because we believe in it. Because as a collective consciousness, we believe in the concept of time, which you're watching this video, whether you believe in time depends on where you are in your journey. But because we all believe in time, it makes it real. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that we all agree on. This concept makes it real from a perspective of our reality, a conceptual perspective. And because of that, the frequency that's captured through the digits of your birthday can be read, and the frequency in the numbers actually defines the way you'll show up in the world. And in the Tao, it's said that everything that arises in the manifested material world has a purpose. It's here to fulfill some purpose, to become more balanced, to return to balance. So we are all born out of balance, basically, and we have a role and a reason to be here. And that is what the reading is all about. It helps you to understand why you are here, who you are, what the theme of your life is, and what the challenges are that you must overcome in order to be more full and whole and fulfill and be your highest purpose. So that's a lot. One of my favorite ways to look at it, the analogies I use is like an apple tree. The seed of an apple tree is genetically and biologically, it's completely encoded to become its highest purpose, which is an apple tree that's going to have lots of fruits and more apples. That's its purpose, right? It's encoded. It's not trying to be a pear tree. It's not trying to be other thing. It's seeded to be what it is. We too, and it runs on cycles as well. The apple tree runs on cycles. In the spring, it's going to have a certain blossoming. In the fall, it's going to shed its leaves, and it's going to have there's a whole cycle to it. We too, as individuals and humans, have cycles that are not spoken of, but we all have our own unique cycle in the world. And the I Ching, the Taoist reading, helps you understand the cycles of your personal life, right? And there are 8 cycles. Like, everyone is different. I'm in a specific energy center and in a specific cycle of my year right now. And you can even break this stuff down all the way to the day. What are the energies that are going to affect you on a daily basis? So it really, if you follow this lineage, it's quite profound, because it gives a deep sense of purpose and direction to what you're here to cultivate and do, and ultimately how you're going to serve humanity the best. And that's what it's really all about. How can we serve ourselves and humanity in our evolution? So I could go on and on, but if you're interested in this, just schedule a reading with me, and I have to prepare them, so it takes me a couple hours to really prepare everything, and I'll get a sense of what you want to know, because you can read, the readings are so comprehensive, you could read it from a million different angles, and that's the skill. Over the years, I've gotten better at the skill of reading the information, but you don't want to overload somebody with information, so it's just what's your intention, what do you want to know about yourself, and then I'll read it for you in that way, and I'll do the prep work in advance. And then the reading itself takes, an hour and a half to 2 hours. Nobody needs a Taoist reading. It's really something that if you found yourself on this page and you've made it to the end of this video, you're called to it. And you'll know if you're called to a Taoist reading. So if you are, go ahead and you can schedule a reading with me, and I look forward to doing it for you. Yeah.